Today's January 10th, so we're in Proverbs chapter 10. If you've not read Proverbs chapter 10 yet, go ahead and pause this video, go and read Proverbs 10, and then you can come back and leave a comment with something that God has taught you about this morning's reading. In Proverbs chapter 10, it kind of starts the section of Proverbs where each verse is its own little pithy saying. Sometimes you'll have 2 or 3 verses grouped together, but for the most part, each verse is just a different Proverbs. There's a lot of variety. There's some themes you'll pick up on from time to time, but a lot of times you'll read 32 verses and you may think that there's 32 different truths in there, and sometimes that's the case. Yeah, and so in Proverbs chapter 10, there's a wealth of knowledge when it comes to working hard and not being lazy. But what I want to pick up on is a lot of verses in Proverbs 10 that have to do with the tongue and with our speech. So 7 times the tongue or the lips are mentioned. In verse 13, you read about the lips of him who has understanding, has wisdom. Wisdom is found. Verses 18, 19, 20, and 21 all contain proverbs about the lips in speech. So 18 is a warning against lying lips. Proverbs 10, 19 is maybe one of the best verses about our words. It says, when words are many, transgression is not lacking, but whoever restrains his lips is prudent. In other words, our speech, the things we say, can often get us in trouble. We have to be very careful. The more we talk, the more likely it is we are to stumble. Then 20 and 21 talk about the tongue and the lips. Verses 31 and 32, we read about the mouth. We read about the lips again in the last verse of the chapter, verse 32. The lips of the righteous know what is acceptable. The mouth of the wicked, what is perverse. And so we see a huge theme of the lips and the tongue here in Proverbs chapter 10, among other things. And I think as you read the Bible, what I've found is the things that strike me the most are the things that convict me the most, the things I struggle with the most. Maybe there's something else in this passage that stood out to you for different reasons, but I think because I have a tendency to talk before I think, I have a tendency to speak more than I listen. These are proverbs that are hitting home for me and making me rethink the way I carry myself and the way I use my tongue.